So join me on my first winter camp of 2025. Snow, ice, sub-zero temperatures, and it could be a case of be careful what you wish for. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Cleveland Hills. Been desperate to get out and do a winter camp. It's the first one of 2025. And when I earmarked these days earlier on in the week, I didn't expect to get this. Good cover in the snow, sub-zero temperatures, but I didn't want to travel too far. Initial plan was to go over towards Penny Ghent, but the weather over there looks brutal. Some really difficult temperatures and conditions. I was going to use public transport. I'm pretty sure the trains would have kept running, but if things went wrong and I needed to bail, could be some time before I could get a train back to civilization. So I ditched that idea, headed up to the northeast. Roads are clear, no issues, and if I have to bail in the middle of the night, at least I haven't got far to walk to my car and I could be nice and safe. Well, I'm really glad I wore my microspikes. They're making easy work of this snow and ice. And I've even got a little bit of facial hair to match the surroundings. But if it got any whiter, I'd probably get a job gigging at Debenhams at Christmas. And the beauty about coming out midweek is that there's no one about. Having said that, I've just met a couple of lads who are out sledging. Mason and Brody, if you're watching this, I hope you have a great time. It was good to meet you. By this patch of dry ground, I think someone was here last night. That's superb, that's nice and flat. Right, I've earmarked that one. I'll go and have a look somewhere else as well, because there's no end of pitches. They're just all covered in snow at the moment, so it's just a bit of wandering. Well, I've had a good look around and I can't really find anything that's 100% suitable, and certainly nothing as good as that one that I saw back there. If that was you and you're watching, give me a shout, let me know how you got on. It's a cracking spot, mate. Just too much work involved trying to get something here. I think I'll move back around that side. So it's just slightly too early to put my tent up. I've cleared a bit of a space. I'm going to put a brew on. I have brought all my water in with me, but what I want to do is I want to save most of that for the morning. So I've got enough for breakfast. I've got enough for a hot brew when I need it. I don't have to be melting down any snow and ice. So hopefully this won't take too long. I'll get a nice hot hippie tea. If it's too early to put the tent up, it's too early for a hippie tea. I'm going with a Taylor's coffee bag. Far off. It's taking about 7 minutes. Excuse fingers. So just let me enjoy the views. Sup this hot coffee. Oh my word. So far this is everything I thought it would be. It's just amazing. So it's up, quite pleased with that. It's not going to be a great deal of wind tonight, which I think will help. So I think what I'll do is I'll get everything inside and then I'll bring you back. Let's just take a quick look inside. I've got my OAX Leviathan, I've got my Thermarest pad. Everything's inside tonight. The only thing I've got left to do is to bring my rucksack inside. And according to this, it's about 4 degrees. Certainly doesn't feel cold, just my toes I think. I'll soon get those warmed up. And I've probably got around about an hour's light left before it goes truly dark. So now I'm nice and set up. I think I might get some food on. Yeah, so when the temperature's really dipping now, I don't know what was going on before. Maybe it was just the thermometer acclimatising. But -2.5. That'll do for now. I don't think I'll have a hot meal straight away. I think I'll save that till later, till I really need it. Put it inside my jacket as well. Let it heat up. But tonight, there's no cooking with crag rat. It's just reheating stuff. And I've gone with a chicken keema curry. Now, I didn't realise that Firepot did extra large portions with more calories. So I've gone for an extra big one. This has got 835 calories in. I'm going to enjoy that one. I've got a couple of ham sandwiches that I brought, looking quite squashed now, but I think I might have one of those now. I've got an assortment of cereal bars and bits and pieces, plenty of coffee, hippie tea, that type of thing. For afters in the box, my missus has been busy again. Someone responded to my request for what pudding or cake would they like to see next on the channel. I gave her the suggestions and she came up with a beautiful one. So I'll show you that one later. And then in the morning, I won't be having a porcini mushroom risotto. I've got a couple of instant porridges in that. I'm not sure how long I've got left before the light fades, but I'm getting some fantastic colours now. It's really dramatic with the snow. Absolutely brilliant. Two things I do want to show you though. The first one is that I've got a new mat. That'll just help provide a bit of extra insulation from the ground. I was quite concerned that there might be a bit of condensation within the tent. If my sleeping bag gets wet, then I'm really going to feel it because it just won't perform in the same way. So I've brought my bivvy bag as well. I've chucked that over the top. And if I'm honest, I think I'll be quite cosy tonight, but it'll be my first real test of all my down gear, my 4-season tent, my sleeping mat and my sleeping bag. So we'll just have to see how it goes. But I'm really nervous, but in a good way. And I'm just looking forward to what the night has to bring. Well, I thought I'd make myself a hippie tea. Those colours are starting to change now. Oh, that's good. It's just lovely to be able to sit here and listen to all the different sounds in the valley below, the bird song, complete stillness, not even any wind. And I was in two minds whether to come out tonight. I did want to go to Pennygent and I was going to use public transport, but there was too many things that I couldn't control. And the weather in Yorkshire Dales was said to be a lot colder than what it will be here. They'll probably experience temperatures well below -10, -12. I'm not so sure we'll get that here. Be interesting to see what it does drop down to though. The other thing is, if it all goes wrong and I decide to bail, I haven't got long to pack up and get back to my car. And I also thought to myself, well look, in 20 years time I'm probably not going to be doing this. And I won't remember the time that I sat in watching Netflix at home. I remember the time that I came out to the moors and enjoyed such a fantastic night. And it's all about making memories and experience. I just know I'm lucky I'm in a position where I can actually do this. Right, that's as deep as it's going to get. I'll bring you back when I put some food on. Right, well I said I'd bring you back when the food was ready. And putting it inside your jacket, you really do feel the warmth. This is a really big portion of food. I don't know whether I'm going to need anything else after this, but it tastes okay. The texture is quite good and it smells fantastic. So let me get this eaten and I'll bring you back when I'm ready for dessert. So I was contacted by a subscriber who commented on one of my previous videos where I requested some suggestions for cake and pudding that my missus could make me while I was out on my adventures. And I gave my missus the option of making whatever she wanted, and she opted for some Guinness chocolate fruit cake. I did try a little bit of this at home before I came out, so I do know that it's good. That is fantastic, and you don't need a lot of it, it's really rich. That is superb. Temperature's dipping. It's about -5.5 degrees now. In all honesty, I don't feel cold. I feel really, really warm. Putting the food inside my jacket really helped. I've got some foot warmers on. And what I will do before I go to bed is I'm going to boil some water, put it in this Nalgene bottle, stick it in a sock, put it in my sleeping bag, and it'll act as a hot water bottle overnight. And then in the morning, this won't have froze, so I won't have to go around trying to boil up some ice to try and get a brew on in the morning. I should have some water that's ready to boil. Well, there's not much going to go on now. Pretty much lost all of the light. I'm going to have a little few bits to eat. I'm going to read my Kindle and I'm going to get my head down. But whether I'll sleep or not's another matter. It's I'm just buzzing, absolutely buzzing. It's everything that I hoped it would be and more. Superb. Right, well, unless anything happens, I'll bring you back in the morning. Good morning, it's about 6:15. I had a really good night's sleep. It's been lovely and warm. I only got up once in the night for a wee. The wind's picked up this morning and I expect it to be a little bit colder. I kept the gas canister in there with me all night. That feels warm to the touch, so hopefully won't have too many problems getting the gas from that to get a brew on. And then this thing was amazing last night. That's still warm now from when I boiled it around about 9 o'clock last night and put it into bed with me. That is superb. That definitely helped a lot. I'm really impressed with that. Okay, let's get a brew on. No, it's just about -5 and the wind's picked up a little bit this morning as well. Oh, that's great. Porridge has been keeping me nice and warm in there. There you go. Now, I prefer my porridge a little bit lumpy, so I don't mind that I haven't used plenty of water on that. But for an instant porridge pot, these are pretty good. And what I do is I just go into any supermarket and just buy a pot of instant porridge. It tends to be the unflavoured ones, but they do a job and they just fit nicely in these reusable packs. Right, so what I'll do is I'll get this eaten, I'll get tidied away inside, and then once I'm all packed and I've just got to put the tent down, I'll bring you back outside. Well, I'm nicely packed away now. What a fantastic morning. It's cold, that wind's picked up a bit, but it's been superb. And if you've enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what you think. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, and all that interaction helps the channel grow. But I've had a great night. That's superb. And all those fears I had about being too cold and would it be a test of physical and mental endurance to make it through the night, well, I can say that it was nothing like that at all. It was really, really lovely. And if it hadn't been for my missus texting me around about 6:15, I probably wouldn't have even woken up just yet. But this is wonderful. Those colours over there, they're changing all the time. I'm going to bring you around. You can see everything just turning beautiful shades of purple and red. So, let's come over here and let's have a look. That is just stunning. Wow. Well, I had a bit of a microphone malfunction yesterday. In fact, I don't think I'd turned it on. But if you haven't guessed already, and you don't recognise it. I was at the Wainstones last night. Well, I haven't got far to go now. Got probably about an hour's walk, if that, back to the car. I'm really going to soak it in and enjoy it.